So, good morning leaders and good morning ma'am. So, my name is Magintadoy and I am doing this pre-recorded video for my part for I believe I will be unable to do my task during our scheduled time. So, we are the group 1 and we are taking the topic about undertaking the nature of instructional software. So, first, let us define what is instructional software. So, instructional software is a computer program designed to assist in the delivery of instruction. So, its primary purpose is to support teaching and learning according to Rublier or during of Duering, I don't know how to pronounce, 2012. So, instructional software was first used as a tutoring tool for students in the 60s and 70s, but over the past 30 years, it has evolved into software that incorporates some or all of the 5 functions for helping students learn, including the drill and practice, the tutorial, simulation, instructional games, and problem solving. Later on, we will define it, and and to the best that I can, I will give some examples and insights about it. So, instructional software developed for educational purposes that blends 2 or more of these 5 categories of instructional software. Instructional software uses both objectivist and constructivist learning concepts in its design, which benefits the learners. So, in the objectivist view, it is said that knowledge exists outside of individuals and can be transferred from teachers to students. So, in the objectivist view also, students learn what they hear and what they read. Learning is successful when students can repeat what was being taught to them. And for constructivist view, knowledge has a personal meaning. It's different from the other one before. So, learners construct their own knowledge by looking for meaning and order. And then, learning is successful when students can demonstrate conceptual understanding. So, educational software. Let's move to educational software. So, there are reasons why educational software is valuable to all age of students. So, alam naman natin na tayo ay nasa Gen Z era na daw yun. Yung parang kahit mga baby pa, gumagamit na ngayon ng mga gadgets, no? Mga technology for educational purposes. So, here are some of the reasons why it is valuable. So, it is making learning more fun. 'Di ba? Nakaka-excite naman talaga. Hindi boring, ganon. And then, motivating students. So, yung mga activities na ginagawa natin sa schools, in the yung merong integration ng educational technology, it brings fun and motivation sa ating mga students. Parang hindi natin na-find yung lessons or classes natin na boring, ganon. With a twist, helping with long-term memory of the material, providing a thorough educational experience that incorporates many proven learning concepts into the curriculum. And alam naman natin yan, and I think it's proven. Usage of educational technology best used to increase classroom curriculums, a tool that helps teachers do a better job of teaching their students. So, I believe this one, I really agree to this one. Kasi nga, di ba, it is easier to express or easier to explain to our students, to your student, or to us students when our teachers uses some tools, di ba? Like for today, in this generation, we are more on technology. So, parang nakakatulong ito na mas ma-express, and then teachers can teach us effectively through this educational technology or educational software. So, there are 2 types of instructional software, the system software and the application software. System software consists of the programs that control the operation of a computer and its devices. So, ito yung parang nagsiserve na brain ng mga computer or mga devices na ginagamit sa atin educational. Operating software one of the most important softwares because it allows different components of the software. Application software consists of the programs that perform specific tasks for users such as the word processing program, email program, or web browsing. When we say specific task for users, for us na mga gumagamit yung instead of magsusulat tayo sa mga bond paper dyan, ginagamit natin yung mga word processing program. Ganon. Yung mga MS Word natin dyan, mga WPS natin. Then, email program. Instead of sending or yung emailbox natin, mga ganon, at saka i-deliver natin yung ano, we do the email program. And then, instead of going to library, ganon, we don't need to go to library anymore. We just browse it online. Diba? It makes our life easier. So, I believe ang laking tulong ng mga ganitong bagay. So, there are 5 categories as I mentioned earlier. 5 categories of instructional software. They are the tutorials, drill and practice, the simulation, educational games, and the exploratory environment software. So, one by one, let us define this one, and to the best of my knowledge, I will give insights to it. The first one is the tutorial. It is designed as a standalone unit software that provides an entire instructional sequence similar to a teacher's classroom instruction on a topic. When we say similar to a teacher's classroom instruction, yung sa traditional classroom, yung teacher natin pag nagbibigay sa atin ng mga activities o mga topics, it is step by step. So it is the same with instructional software categories, ganon, yung mga functions niya. In tutorial, step by step pa rin, sequence by sequence. There is a sequence, no, na pina-follow natin kasi nga tutorial. For a tutorial, the difference is that since we are talking about software, instructional software and technology, so it is more on online or virtual, just like what we do in Zoom, Gmeet, and we can consider also YouTube as one channel or tool for this tutorial function. Why? Because students should be able to learn the topic without any other help of materials, only by watching videos. Diba? Yun, unlike other types of instructional software, so tutorial function are the true teaching material. So, bakit ko nasabi na mako-consider natin na parang one tutorial, parang example ng tutorial function is yung YouTube, kasi most of the teachers nowadays, kahit tayong mga students, kumukuha tayo ng reference through YouTube, di ba po? Sa YouTube tayo kumukuha or sa mga Googles, mga ganon, online, all virtual. Doon pwede nang i-upload. And then, this tutorial function has a benefits for both teachers and students. So, for the teacher's part, it saves times on the part of the teacher. Why? Because they can just upload the video once. Students, for the benefits of the student, we can get back to the video again and again. We can watch it over and over until we get the topic, or we can follow the instruction that our teachers has given. So, yon. And for the disadvantages or limitations, this tutorial function is more on traditional teaching because it is only teacher-centered teaching method. Why? Because walang nagiging interaction tayong mga student with the teacher, because once they had given the instruction or they had given the topic already, no more. Unless we are going to reach out with them, just like what we do, nagchat-chat tayo sa mga GC, ganon. And then, so, beneficial siya sa mga teachers, no? Kasi nga, ang mga teachers ay limited lang yung oras nila. So, pag hindi naman masyadong techy yung teacher, so parang it is so hard. Parang napaka-hard on their part. So, let's move on to number 2 category, the simulation. Simulation provides a controlled learning environment that replicates key elements of the real world. So, simulation is a form of experimental learning. It is a strategy that fits well with the principles of student-centered and constructivist learning and teaching method. So there are 2 types of simulation according to what I have researched. These are the simulations that teach about something and simulations that teach how to do something. So the first one that I mentioned is more on applicable on science and biology subjects, kasi yun yung mga physical na mga simulation, yung mga nag-o-observe ng mga processes, kung yung katulad ng paano mag-dissect ng mga palaka, ganun. Yung process kasi step by step, ganun. And then the other one that teaches how to do something is more applicable on math and business courses or subjects. The next function or category is the drill and practice. Drill and practice designed to reinforce mastery of specific skills. Some critics believe that due to its limitation, this software cannot develop higher order thinking skill among students. So, example of this drill and practice is the flashcard activity. So, napakarami nito online, yung katulad siguro ng ginagawa ng isang naging teacher ko, yung nagpapa-quiz siya doon sa kahot, ganon. I don't know. Ganun nagpapa-quiz doon. So, parang magre-respond lang tayo sa mga given na questions, and then the software or the program o yung activity na yon, online activity na yon, just going to respond whether we are right or wrong, and then at the end nagbibigyan lang tayo ng mga parang appreciation, ganon. Nakikita natin kung ilan yung scores natin at saka pang ilan tayo among all the students. So ganon. So just like in flashcard activities, this is the most basic, yung flashcard activities. So students see a set of questions or problem presented one at a time, and then the student types or choose the answers, then the program responds with positive or negative feedback whether the students answered correctly or not. So yung benefits nito, nagiging motivation to sa atin, kasi syempre as a class, hindi naman pwedeng sabihin na class, isa lang yung student. So, marami tayong students. Kasi nga, yung mga software or yung mga platform or mga programs na mga ganon, just like what I have mentioned earlier, yung mga kahot.com na ganyan, nakikita mo kung sino yung higher, sino yung nakakakuha ng mataas na score, sino yung nasa mababa. So, ayun, nagiging benefits nun is motivation for us student, kasi we want the higher also, 'di ba naman? Sino ba naman gusto nang nasa ibaba tayo, 'di ba? So, ganon. And then the next one is educational games. Educational games are assigned to activate students' prior knowledge, challenge and excite them. So, this is a common instructional software function, 'di ba? Kasi every topic, a teacher should always I don't know if all, pero 'di ba meron naman talaga some na gumagawa sila ng mga icebreaker, para yung mga icebreaker games para to papawala ng boring ba, pampa-excite sa mga student, kasi when a lesson, parang ang klase ay boring, parang hindi nakaka-interest, parang hindi interesting ang mag-learn. Ganon. So, napaka-common niya. So, lessons are conducted in the form of games. So, ganon, yung mga icebreakers, and sometimes, may mga pa eme dyan, yung mga pa crossword, or yung mga four picks one word na ganon, and then you will find. So, it is a technology-based games bridging the worlds of gaming, entertainment, and education in an attempt to deliver fun and effective learning. So, do you believe when games are present are effective daw ang learning? So, 'di ba? Yun lang. Kasi nga sinasabi, ini-excite tayo. So, 'di ba? Activate student prior knowledge, challenge and then excite us. So, ito yung purpose ng educational game. So, for benefits, a classroom without elements of fun and games will be dry or boring. Kaya nagsabi ko nga. So, burying the landscape for students to traverse. So, successful use of games has been reported in many content areas. Their appeal seemed to be centered around students' desire to compete and train. So, video games, I believe, and I think most of us also, video games hold special promises for improving classroom teaching strategies and making learning more engaging and motivational. So, parang Yeah, aminin natin na napakalaking ano nun. Kasi nga, di ba, when there is no integration of educational technology or technology inside our classroom, parang napaka-boring nun. Napaka-boring. So, I'm so sorry for the traditional teaching method. But, yeah, we're moving forward. So the last category is the exploratory environment software or the problem-solving software. So it is designed to provide manageable and responsive computer-based worlds for learners to explore and manipulate. So it is more focuses on fostering component skills or approaches to general problem-solving capabilities. So for the benefits of this, it promotes visualization, 'di ba? And then for the examples of this, napakaraming mga video games na nagre-require ng critical thinking natin to solve the problem. Ganon yung katulad ng mga video games na kailangan natin, before tayo makamove to the next level, we have to pass this level. So, nagre-require sa atin ng mga ganun. Yung mga simple, I think lahat naman ng mga video games na nilalaro or ginagamit natin, I think, if we think it widely, has an educational impact on us. Di ba po? So, yun, on exploratory environment software and problem solving. So, now, let's talk about the advantages of instructional software. First, it promotes personalized learning. It increases students' motivation and creativity. It provides extended learning opportunities and practices, addresses different learning styles. It provides virtual and simulated real-life learning experiences. And also, learners have direct control of their learning, develops problem-solving skill, encourages active learning, and then foster metacognition skills. So, I believe I have explained each of the categories so far according to the best of my knowledge. So, based on the best of my knowledge. And then, my other group mates will discuss the following topic. Thank you for listening.